doctoral degree in genetics, worked in that field for 10 years, did not feel satisfied, then moved on to do her computer science master's, and then worked in there for 5 years, did not feel satisfied. Then she went for career counseling to figure out what she really wanted to do. And though she thought therapy and psychology was a waste of time, waste of money, but then that event, like with that career counseling, she figured that this was a life-changing event for her. So she started studying psychology, did her master's, postmaster's, and then worked in Christ Hospital as an intern in an inpatient setting, and then started her private practice. Wanted to learn more about how human behaviors, relationship, and stuff like that. So she further went on to do her PhD in psychology, and then she further went on and did her certifications from Harvard University in neurosciences. Other certifications that she has, I have a list here that I'm going to read off because there are so many that I cannot memorize and remember them. To name a few, she's a licensed therapist in addiction counseling, EMDR, cognitive behavior therapy, CBT. She's specialized in ADHD and dealing with bipolar disorders, anger management, integrative nutrition, and mental health certificate also, oppositional and defiant disorders, non-medicinal approaches to most challenging behaviors. She was a former CEO of Exclusive Milling and Miracle Solutions. Her current company is Neuropsychological Clinic and Sims Clinic. She does give back to Pakistan, where she's originally from, by visiting Pakistan 3 to 4 times a year, training mental health professionals over there so they can reach out to other people and be current with everything, all the practices that she learns from here. And she does have a YouTube channel for those in Urdu, in the Pakistani language, so that she can reach out to people who cannot approach her, and gives out messages, anything that would benefit people in Pakistan. And this is not where she stops. She goes around to other different countries like Bosnia, to name a few, China, Singapore, Dubai, to train mental health professionals over there as well, so that, I guess that's where she feels satisfied. And she has a family, she takes care of her kids, and, doing a lot, and she cooks too, yes, and let's ask her, how does she do it all?
Thank you, Buzna. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I'm feeling very honored that I get a chance to talk in ICPC. This is my masjid. It seems like I'm talking to my family. My kids are here. My sisters are here. I don't feel like that I'm speaking somewhere else. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحان الله عدد خلقه وريد نفسي وزينة عرشه ومداد كلماته اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Officially, I'm going to start my talk. Today we are going to talk not about the problems, because everybody knows what are the problems are. There are so many issues going on around the world in our houses. When we came in America, the problem was not our problem. We used to say her daughter, her son, her father, her son, his father, but right now problem is my problem. That's why I don't need to explain what's going on. The parental abuse, child abuse, wife abuse, husband abuse, there are so many abuse, emotional, financial, if you just take a name, there is abuse there. That's why I will focus more on the causes and the solutions. But if you want, I can talk a little bit about the problems too. But I feel like that you guys already know what are the problems. Is this okay? You know the problems. The addiction is a huge problem. I'm not going to talk about addiction. It's my specialty, but today it's not, I don't feel like that talking today about that. I wanted interactive approach. If you guys can like talk, ask me a question, it should be like a talk. I don't want to give you a lecture. If you want, I can give you a lecture too. But I like if there is interactive talk. If you guys can ask questions, tell me what you want to listen. Otherwise, I'm going to talk about that. You know, this world is a lot of chaos, a lot of things going on. This world is like go, to-do list is never ever completed. If you ask anyone, today the Sheikh, he was talking about the hustle bustle of this age, chaos. I don't have a time, you don't have a time. We are running around because we are part of this society. If we will not run, then definitely we cannot get where we need to go there. The problem is that if I will text you, years and years ago, the life was very different. I'm still belong to that age where the people used to write a letter and then wait for the letter, and letter is coming, then we are communicating. But today, the things are very fast, very fast. Even when we are texting, if you will not text me back at the right way, what I will think? Oh my God, she is mad at me. Oh, why he is not responding? I think he's talking with that person. Why? So many whys are there. Because we don't have that, like in ourselves, there is no patience. The major problem of this society is no patience. And why we don't have a patience? When you talk with the young generation, mostly there's a young generation here, they will say our parents, they don't understand us. If we will talk the parents, they will say our kids, they don't understand. We used to respect a lot our parents. We used to, and our parents are all the time, they are like respecting, nothing else. But what happened with today's kids? There is a huge difference between that. There are so many causes we are going to discuss. Can you? Why the problems are happening in our society? Can anybody tell me? Anybody can contribute why this is happening? Why there is like the problem between the parents and the kids? Can anybody? Communication. Something else? No communication. Generational gap. There's no communication and generational gap. What else? What does generational gap mean? What does communication mean? Communication. If you are working anywhere, if you will listen that TED Talks, anything, they will say the most important thing is the communication. But we are lacking that communication completely because I don't understand the language. Kids speak English, I speak Urdu. Kids speak English, I speak Arabic. Kids speak that, and there is so much different like a zone, 0 to 10. And we don't want to understand. I don't want to blame parents, and I don't want to blame any kids. They both are right at their zone. If I will go as zone A, they are right. If I will go zone B, they are right. But the problem. Still, there is a lot of chaos. There is a lot of problem. There is a lot of emotional issues because long time we were never, ever taking care of ourselves. What's going on in our society? What's going on in our mind? We are taking care of our kids. They're like what they have to wear, what they have to eat. We are focusing so much, but we never ever focus on the emotional health. Because back home, I still remember when I was Bosna, she was like introducing me, I was very judgmental about therapy process. For me, it was like a wastage of time and wastage of money, both. But I was completely wrong. You can see last 20 years I'm in this field. Daily, I'm like, kids are like, this generation is my favorite generation because I feel like that they are our future and we have to take care of them. And also like, if we will not think about the other people, that's a problem. We are just thinking about ourselves. We are pointing out the problem. Trust me, what the problem I used to say 20, 30 years back about the other girls, or the other boys, today that the same thing is happening at my home. But we did not address in a proper way. That's the most important thing. I want to tell you how the negativity, how the things affect you, your mind. All the behaviors are not because of the behaviors. There is a component of the nature and the nurture. Because I'm a geneticist, I really like to talk about the genetics, but I will not go in the detail of that because this is not genetics 101 or psychology 101. I will try to use the lay language. If you feel like that I'm using some terminology, please ask me. I will try to not use that terminology. We are, as a human being, we are the combination of nature and nurture. Nature is what we are getting inheritance from our parents. We are not just getting money. We are not just getting the blue eyes, the long hairs, black hairs. We are also getting their behaviors, unfortunately. We are also getting their behaviors. And that's the nature thing. Whatever our parents are doing, we are getting from them. And you can see, years ago, I still remember my grandpa, he used to talk, we should go to ask this sister like a hand because her mom is very nice, her dad is very nice. And I used to think, why? What the daughter has to do with her parents? Daughter, poor girl, she raised by herself. If the parents are not good, how it should affect to the daughter? But the problem is that when I study in the genetics, I say, oh my God, when especially the research in Harvard University, they work a lot. A lot of the other universities, they are also working, but they work on that. I will talk today how the characteristics are going generation and generation and generation. That's a very important thing. After that, whatever is in your DNA, in your genes, it, because of the environment, the nurture. Nurturing is the most important part. There is a hadith when they said like, everybody born Muslim, but these are the parents who make them whatever they are today. Why? This and whatever the science, it proves everything that yes, that's right. We are making our kids. We are a problem. We have the issues. We should admit that. I'm not saying we should not admit that the problems are in the parents. But the thing is that why our parents are behaving the way they, why? What are the reasons? Why are those whys are? I have also, there are slides there. If anybody want to see the slide, you guys can see it. I will try to follow those slides, but maybe I will go here and there. Usually I don't. But if you have any question, you can ask from there too. Nature and nurture. Everybody is clear with the nature and nurture? Nurture is environment because after this session, I'm going to take a test and you guys have to take 100. 99 is not allowed. Nature and nurture. Nature, what our parents are giving us, and nurture, the environment. Actually, environment is also given by our parents. It's not like that environment. After the parents, our community. I used to think, like when I was reading about the Jewish, I was feeling very, oh my God, they have the school at the same place, they have their synagogue at the same place, they have like kids are, and when I see ICPC, I see, oh my God, mashallah, mashallah. When I see youngster, I see my young little child Hamza all the time, the Fajr time he's in the masjid, Isha time he's in the masjid. And what is it? Can you turn off this light, then they can see it? This is very important study. And everybody can see it? I need to stand up. This is very important study. Harvard University, they did study on the mice and they see like the mice who was stressed, they got like mating with the female mice who was also stressed. And they see that the stress was also same type of stress in their kids too. And after second generation, the second like a mice, they also like get mating with the other mice who was not disturbed. But they see after the third, fourth and fifth generation, that stress is going on. It means like whatever our parents, they are stressed, they are transferring without saying anything. They are strict parent, they are not strict parent, they are lighter parent, they are this type of parenting style. Any type of parenting style, they can adopt, they can change. But whatever is in genetics, it's there. It stays up till 6 generations. Whatever the stress, whatever the things that are happening around you, it will take up till 6 generations. Can you imagine? Do you want, if you are upset with your mom, with your dad, do you want the same thing with your kids? Do you want it? You don't want it, definitely, because you have a problem with that. And you don't want to transmit the same thing to your kids. That's why we have to think about that. We don't have to change our parents. We have to change ourselves. It's very, very difficult. It's very difficult to change them. They can be changed. They should take care of yourself. I'm also going to talk with the parents too. You guys think, as a parent who are the parents are here, you guys need to think about yourself. You need to change yourself. But unfortunately, it's very difficult. Because when I was a little young girl, at that time, something happened with me. For example, at that time, my body created two types of hormones. Like, I'm just taking the two types of hormones. I'm not talking all the oxytocin. I'm not talking about the dopamine, because it's, again, I don't want to take test on that. Definitely, I will ask the questions. Dopamine, and I will talk only about the cortisol. Dopamine and cortisol. Whenever you are happy, you are contented, anything makes you happy, your body starts creating dopamine. And any stress, any little stress, whatever it comes, any botheration, your body starts creating the cortisol. The good hormone and the bad hormone. Right now you guys are sitting, but you are getting very bored. I know that. You are getting very bored. What is happening with you? You know what is happening? I'm just alarming you. What is happening in your body? Your body is creating cortisol because you are getting bored, you are upset, you don't like it what I'm talking. That's why you don't have to sit. You can go outside and come back, because otherwise your body is creating cortisol. Because you don't like it. You don't like it, you don't want it. Anything, automatically Allah creates so much in the positivity and so much in the negativity. If you are negative, you don't have to say. If you will say, it will multiply. For example, some people, when they are disturbed, when they are stressed, they like to use alcohol, they like to drink alcohol, they like to use the drugs. Definitely, because drugs and these things gives you temporary dopamine. It creates dopamine, but it's temporary. Actually, next time whenever we will get a chance, I will talk about the drugs, how it affects you. But today it's not my topic. But definitely whatever you are doing, is happening in your life, it is creating cortisol in your body, which is definitely affecting your brain. When I was like 6 years old, something happened, my body created cortisol. At that time, cortisol is a hormone. It's like revolving your mind. For example, I will give the example of that. I all the time give this example to my patient, and they love it and they understand very well. This is your mind. This is your brain. Everybody knows that this is your brain, right? Definitely you never ever see your brain, but you can see the picture of your brain. You are 6 years old, 2 years old, 3 years old. At that time something happened, some trauma happened. Trauma should not be a big thing. Sometimes trauma can be a little small thing, but it have a huge effect in your life, huge effect. This is your brain, something happened, your body create cortisol. This is a cortisol. Again, something happened which is traumatic for you. Same thing happened, same cortisol is there, and it's going on your brain. I don't want to make a mess. But anyhow, after years and years, right now you are 50 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old, your brain is like this. This is your brain. And I want to show you the pictures of that brain. Look at the picture. I'm very lucky that I get a chance to certify with Dr. Daniel M. What did you say? Can you turn off the lights? No, it's okay? Turn off this one too. Okay, I can see there. That's okay. Yeah. I was talking about Dr. Daniel Amen. I'm very lucky and I'm very impressed by this guy because he's a psychiatrist, double board certified, and you can see him. He's very famous. You can see his TED Talks, you can see his YouTube channel, he's working so hard. And he said whenever the people, they are coming for like a cardiac arrest, people are coming for like any neurological disorders, anything else, every time we have some type of test. Why not for our brain? We are treating, people are coming with the depression, people are coming with the ADD, ADHD, but why we cannot see it? Then he invented that SPEC test, and he did with more than 350,000 people, including George Bush and also NFL players. And also he is working with very famous people. I think he likes the famous people, he wants to see what's going on in their brain. And he saw that a lot of holes in your brains, a lot of holes. Because of the traumas, sometimes people, they don't talk, they just take inside themselves and they feel like that, oh, she's a wonderful wife, she's a wonderful sister, she's a wonderful, because she is taking everything inside of her. But what's going on here? And sometimes you will see a people, because Allah created a part of your brain which is called frozen memory. Everything, this cortisol is going in the frozen memory. And you can forget whatever happened in your life. But what happened, I still remember one of the girls, she used to come to me and she was abused, sexually abused as a child. And what happened with her? She said, I'm over with that, that nothing is anymore. But whenever she watched something, she starts shivering. And also she was very protective with her kids. That was the manifestation of that. And she said, no, I don't have anything, blah, blah, I can do that. But she has so much manifestation in her life. She was overprotective. The memories are like a trigger. It's like a hand. Memories here, it is like affecting all around your body, and it affects the same part of your brain which is called amygdala. That part is emotion, that part is decision making, that part is behaviors. The way you have to love someone, the way you have to give someone, the way you have to take someone, everything control is by that part of brain. And secondly, very important thing, that your frontal lobe develops at the age of 40. The kids, they want to make the decision, they can make it, there's no problem with that. But they should think that they should discuss with their elders, because their frontal lobe is already developed. 40 years is very important. And definitely in Quran and our Prophet, most of the Prophet, they got their like Nabuwat at the time of like when they were 40 years old. At that time we are able, you will go back and see your life. Oh my God, a lot of the kids, you will ask the question and they will say, oh, I was stupid. When you will ask 20 years old, they will say, 12 years I was stupid. When you will ask 35 years old person, they will say 20 years I was stupid. And I'm asking you guys that you guys should know that don't affect your brain and see those pictures. Can you see the people, healthy brain is like that, and you see the cocaine, alcohol, normal brain, and the brain with traumas, with drugs. I don't want to go in that, but you can see how the brain is affecting. There are the holes in brain. That's a bad news. But there's a good news too. I'm going to talk about that too. That everybody, we have the struggles in our life. All the struggles, we came in America for for the better future. Years back, I was talking in the ICNA convention, and ICNA relief, I'm also, Sister Mosna, she forgot to mention about that, because I'm working with them. When I did my masters and PhDs, I was promise that I will help my community. So that I'm giving few hours to ICPC and also giving ICNA relief that I can help the people who cannot afford it and who can't take care of themselves. Definitely we are providing that. At that time I thought I want to create a dopamine in myself. You need to help others. Take care of the other kids. Take care of each other. You are sitting with someone, just take care. Give something. When you are giving, actually trust me, you are getting a lot of flush of dopamines. So much dopamine in yourself. Just doing a little small acts. If you will do with your parents, if you will do with your siblings, if you will do with anybody, trust me, that's why giving is very important in our religion. Our religion did not say anything which does not match with the psychology, psychiatry, neurobiology, alhamdulillah. And we are very blessed, very blessed. Allah gave us the masjids. When I spoke with my my patients, I told them that do the meditation. And if you can do a 5 times, it's so wonderful. My patient, they used to tell me, Dr. Saima, you have a miracle. Oh, this is the best thing. I did not do any miracle. I just told them 5 times, just concentrate, focus on yourself and do this thing. That's what I'm going to talk about that. that it brings a big, huge change in them. Huge change in them. Brothers and sisters, it's very important for us to take care of ourselves. That's what I'm going to talk. We need all that thing what I discuss all the problems and little causes, because all the time we are giving the blame to our parents. Whatever I am, because of my parents, because of this, because the genetics is there. It's not your parents, your grandparents, grandparents. It's the 6 generations who are the responsible. Can you yell at your mom and your dad, and after that, can you go on the grave of your grandpa and say, you did that, that's why I'm like that. Just feel like that. And kids, they love their parents. Because a lot of patients are usually the 20 years, 30 years, and I love them too. They love me too. And just try to understand that. What we should do, we should take a break. We need to break this cycle. If our parents did that, we should not do it. We should not blame our parents. We don't want to be parent like our parent. Let's take it that way. Whatever the problems, whatever the issues you have with your parents, take a break. Break. And we should make a promise with ourselves. After this lecture, I want it at least 5% or 2%. Just take and think about that. How we can break the generational cycle. What we want to be inherent to our kids. Everybody likes their kids. Everybody loves their kids. Either they are strict parents, either any type of parent. They love their kids. Trust me. Nobody will be worried if something happened to your mom, your dad. Definitely nobody will take care of the way the way they are taking care of you. Trust me that. Because I know that there's so many type of love, A, B, C. We will talk a little bit about that too. But the parents' love, I'm not supporting parents. I'm not supporting kids. I'm supporting both of them because they are the reasons. How we can break a cycle? First of all, we should take care of ourselves. Who am I? Who am I? Now I am talking about you. You and you. Before I was talking about them, they, those. Right now, me, us, we. Who am I? What is my personality? How the people, they perceive me? What is my ideal self? A lot of the people, they are coming to me, and trust me, they don't know what they want. They don't know. They are so much stuck in so many things all the time. Presenting problem is very different, but inner size is very different. We have so many egos, we have so much stuff which is going on ourselves. How we can take care of ourselves? How we can? Why? Because if we have to make the building, if the foundation is not strong, can you tell me the building can strong? No, it's impossible. It's impossible. Building cannot be strong. That's why as a mom, as a dad, you have so much to do, you have so much to work. There are so many things going on. Fathers, they are working so hard to provide their kids. They have their 1 shirt, 2 shirts, or 1 shoes, but they want to provide their son the iPad, iPhone, whatever the new technology is going on, they want to provide them. And mothers at the home, they want to cook everything. Who will get the fresh cooked food? I never got in that way. Back in Pakistan even, because my mom, she was working and I didn't get, but here I can see the moms, they are so dedicated towards the cooking. They want to provide you everything. And I know a lot of the mothers, they are pressing the clothes, they are taking care of their kids, but believe me, there's one thing is very important, what we are missing, the delayed gratifications. As a human being, everybody wants best, better, best, and the best. If you will start traveling in the business class, it's very difficult for you to travel in the economy class, right? If you start driving the Lexus, if you start driving the Pros, or whatever the cars, guys knows more than me that what the car's name, it's very difficult to just drive the normal small cars. Why? Because there is no end. Sisters and brothers and sisters, I want to tell you, please don't try to provide the material stuff. Try to provide your kids and yourself. The most important thing, do shopping sometime for yourself, think about yourself. But the most important thing, your mental health. Mental health. That's the most important thing. I see a lot of parents, they are coming to me. They are having a fight at the home between son and the mom and the father. And another patient came, they have the problem with their daughters. And they both are coming at the home, mom and the dad, they are saying, I did so much for you, I did this, I did this, I did this. Did you realize what I did for you? Because we did not get that thing back home. But right now, because we are working a lot for you guys, and you guys are, what are you doing with us? Can you imagine? Can you change yourself? Can you think what you are doing? All the time there's a huge argument. That's a one scenario. Second scenario, they are coming to my office. And after that, you know what they are saying? I'm a failure. I'm not a good mom. I'm not a good dad. They have so much in themselves. So much inner critique in you guys. Brothers and sisters, this is very important to understand. If we have so much inner critique, how we can take care of the other people? We should be like, whatever we are doing the best for them. And after that, let them do, let them tell them, and they should understand that. The inner critique is very, very important to take care, because you are all the time blaming yourself. If I have a fight with my husband, yes, he did this, when we are fighting, in the stage of fighting, blaming. Right after fighting, this is my fault. My husband is the wonderful person. This is the inner critique. I'm not saying we should not take the blame of that, whatever we did, but it doesn't mean like 100% blame is on ourselves. Definitely you and us are the product of that, what I talk about, the generational stuff, and definitely we were not lucky to have the mental health facility at that time. This is a luxury. Mental health is a luxury. Brother and sister, it's very expensive. Unfortunately, it's a luxury. The people who have it, they are very lucky. The people who don't have it, it's like a problem. Because sometimes the issues are, mom is ADD, mom has ADHD. Sometimes kids, they have a problem. Bipolar, borderline personality disorder, there are so many disorders. If you can spend a time and the money for a little while, and you can solve the solutions, you can change your kids' life. I see the parents, they are making like a houses for their kids, they are making the jewelry for their kids, they are making like a bags and bags for their kids, they are material stuff. They feel like thoughts are not the material. What is happening emotionally with the kids? They are suffering. Every single day they are suffering, and nobody takes care. And they don't have even to talk with someone. All their suffering they are taking inside, and whenever they are building the new relationship, after that the problems hit at that time. Completely hit that time. As I told you, it was in genetics. It is in our genetics. We need to think about that. Mental health is the more important. Mental health stigma is all the time, everywhere. But alhamdulillah, because in the masajid, a lot of places, 20 years back, it was not talk like that. 20 years back, the talk was very different. But alhamdulillah, now talk is that the mental health issues are there. And we should take care. We should go over with that, and we should get over with that. What is the mental health stigma? We know what the problems are. What are the solutions? What are the solutions? Everybody's with me? Nobody's sleeping, please? If you guys are sleeping, then you can eat something, and then we can restart it. Everybody's up? Because I can't see any of you guys, because you guys turn off light because they want to sleep. Sisters want to sleep, but it's okay. We are in a denial. We are in a denial because we don't want to accept that I have this issue. I have any mental health issue. Because of my ego, what the people will say. People will say, oh, she has a problem. Why she is going to see the psychologist or psychiatrist? She has a problem. And I have a problem. I don't want to admit with myself. I can deal with that. I'm a strong woman. And I saw so many women, they want to become a superwoman. Trust me, we are not. And we are not super men here. We are a human being. Human beings make mistakes. And human beings we should feel the emotions. We are human beings with the emotions. We should accept it that we are facing a problem. If the problem is there, it's okay. Everybody is facing. People, they are not talking. They just want to post on the Facebook the best picture. Did you ever see the ugly pictures of the people on the Facebook? Did you see anybody is telling you? And this is a lot of frustration, trust me. One time, I have a patient, And I have a patient from the same community. I cannot mention the names, but one patient, she has a big fight with her husband, and they have like physical abuse was there, and they ended up with the hospital. After 4 days, she was posting a picture, and from the same like a community, another girl, she used to come to me, and he said that, Dr. Saima, my friend, blah, 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 she has an excellent life. I say, how? She said, she posted her picture and she's so happy, they were there and they were there, they were there. And I said, can I see the picture? Because she was taking the same name. And I saw the picture that it was the same girl who was like abused at that night and who has that dilemma at that night, but she was posting the picture. I am not saying you guys should not post the picture. If you want to post the picture, definitely there should be some lesson, because there's so much stress of the social media. We are comparing ourselves with the models. We are comparing with the other people. She has this, she has this, she has this. We are the reasons to create the stress in other people. If you want to share something else, something good. I'm not saying you should not share your pictures, but I'm just telling you what's going on in a real life. In real life, things are very different, but the way we are like adopting that stuff is very different. That's why we should take care of that. Whatever the low self-esteem, self-confidence, you have so much abandonment issues, sisters, definitely it's because of your childhood. Definitely your parents, they love you, they love you, they love you. Because definitely Allah discussed so many times in Quran about the parents' love for their kids. But what is the most important, Allah wants from the kids, they should respect their parents. Respect doesn't mean like that you cannot say your opinion. It means like that, I was just listening some of the talk, and they are talking I think in Surah Luqman, that when Allah was talking about the shirk, and right after Allah says, that Luqman was talking with his sons, and Allah intervened in that and say, you have to respect your parents. Respect doesn't mean like that you cannot have the difference of opinion. Respect means like that when they talk, you should understand them. You know that. Kids know us very well. When they need something, they know how to get it. They are smarter than us. That's why don't get like overwhelmed. Whatever is happening in your life, just go over with that and take care of yourself. As a moms, you guys has to take it, because here I see more the kids. That's why I'm talking with them too. And moms, you should take care of yourself. Don't feel guilty, but don't overboard them. Don't say too much. Because sometimes when you are saying the same thing repeatedly, it's not effective. It's not effective. Because their brain cannot, after a minute, we have a capacity. Our brain has a capacity. We can just listen like a few minutes. I don't know either you guys are listening to me or not, but our brain has a less capacity to listen, to pay attention. After a little while, our brain go here and there and start wandering. That's why whenever you need to talk to your kids, you should be very, very careful. And also put your ego on the side. Nobody, that's my rule of my life. I feel like that. I love the positivity. I hate the competition. I don't like it. Personally, I all the time compete with myself. I want my this year should be better than my spirituality, my physical health, my mental health. It should be better than the last year. Because competition kills you. And I see so much competition in the kids, and we love to create that competition. And when we are talking about the kids, did you see that kid? Did you see that kid? You should not do that. And you should not compete by yourself. I can be better than you, and I can better than this person. Arabs can better than this. Pakistani are better than this. There is nothing like that. Allah created everyone. We are equal. All the time, if I get a chance to study, and if you do not get a chance to study, it doesn't mean I'm better than you. Definitely, you have more wisdom. You have more things. You are not better than me, and you are not less than me. That's the most important message that I want to give you. And also, ego is only Allah's right. Ego is nothing, because we are doing a lot of things just because of the ego. I don't want to admit I have problem. Why? My ego. I don't want to take a help. Why? Because of my ego. I have low self-esteem. I don't want to talk about that because I want to be a macho man. I want to be an excellent super girl because I don't have my issues. If we will discuss that issue, and sometimes some issues, it goes forever with you. But if you take a help, it just needs 3 months. It just needs 6 months. Brother and sister, trust me. A lot of patients are coming to me, and I'm very happy with them. With these issues, they just take 3 months and 6 months. And especially if you have a trauma, there's a new technology which I'm trained also EMDR, eye movement desensitized reprocessing technique. This is also like I'm giving the lectures about that and giving the workshops about that. For the biggest trauma, if you are suitable for that EMDR, it takes not more than 12 to 13 sessions. On the one hand, it's all your life, your business, your job, your kids, your wife, your relationship. You can be a successful businessman, but what happens is at home? What is happening with your kids? What is happening in your relationships? At that time, you need to understand that. You need to take a mental health help in a proper way. The anxiety is 0 to 10. If anxiety is 1 to 3 level, you can take care of it by yourself. I am going to tell a few of the tips which can help you. You guys have to tell me about the time, because when I speak with the youngsters, I love to speak for... we have a time? Okay. Whenever we want to like do something, we have to take care of ourselves. We should go to see the therapist. If we feel like that level is up to 5. How you can know the level is 5 to up? If it will start creating a problem in your normal life. What's the difference between normal and abnormal? Normal is for me according to my culture. If you will go Saudi Arabia, you will not see any woman without hijab, without these things. That's their culture. That's the normal there. If you will go here, you will see a lot of people. It's not abnormal. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying that. I'm just trying to use the example. That's why it's important for us. Normal is, for example, one woman, her husband died and she was like mourning in Islam, mourning for 4 months, whatever the date is. But in other cultures, it's not like that. If in other cultures, some woman has a problem and she is like mourning for more than 6 months, definitely she is going into the major depressive disorder. It has to be decided by you. What is normal for you, what is abnormal. If you feel like that, your stuff, any anxiety, it creating problem for you up to level 5. When you are feeling, you are going for the public talk, your heart start like, you have to give the presentations. A lot of kids, they are talking to me because American culture, and the biggest part is the presentations. And they have so much heart beating, sweating, this thing is happening, this thing happening, and it's very normal. It's not like something unusual is happening with you. I have one of my patient, he was like ambassador, I will not take the name of that embassy, and he came to me and he told me, Dr. Saima, I have a problem, I have anxiety, when I have to give the presentation, when I have to talk with the public, it's very difficult for me, because I start shivering in my, people they don't understand because I smile, that's why people they don't feel it, but I feel so much. I could not sleep for few nights just to present what I have to present there. I told him, I say, you should take me with you. I mean, like, I can see you wherever you are not discussing anything like a personal, which you cannot like official, legally. I want to see you, how you are presenting. And at that time, I helped him, and I took care of him. And after like 5 sessions, only 5 sessions, all his life was one side, and the rest of his life only within a 5 session. And he started like presenting very well. When you are feeling that breathing, heavy breathing, all the cortisol is, that's what I told you initially. How it's affecting your brain? Look at your brain. You have a presentation and you have a palpitations, you have like a sweating, there's so many things are happening with you, and what is happening with your brain? Your brain is creating cortisol. That's why I will recommend you that you guys need to take help, either your friends. If your friends cannot solve that problem, then your elders. You know the major problem years and years ago, why the parents, they are not understanding the mental health. The youngster, they understand that. Because we have a family system. In back home, we have a grandpa, aunt, so many people. Here we are alone. Everything is like we are trying to get from one person. That's why problem is more than that. And that's why there need interventions. Intervention. It's okay, you should not feel guilty, you should not feel any type of like, if you are doing something for yourself. I know a lot of sisters, especially sisters, if they will do anything for themselves. For example, they spend like a $25, $30 for themselves. They start feeling, oh my God, I can spend this money for my kids. Why I spend on myself? It's okay. Sometime buy a coffee for you, and sometime buy a little stuff. Yes, I know you can make the $5, $10 at home, but sometime paying $25 is okay. I'm not saying like After 3 months, 4 months, whatever you can afford, just go outside and take care of yourself. Whenever you are out of the situations means you are in the same position, same home, same thing, job, same thing you are doing every single day. You need a change. Change, your brain attracts that change, and that change create a lot of dopamine. For example, people, they are going for the Umrah, they are going for the Hajj, they are going for the recreational trips. That's very important for the mental health. If you will go in the studies, you can Google and you can see a lot of studies about that, but don't trust all the time on the Google. Google is a liar sometimes. I don't like him because it gives you like a million of the options. Google is a good to start, but don't diagnose yourself. Most of the patients, they are coming to me. One patient, one guy, he came to me, he said that, Dr. Saima, I have a bipolar, I have ADHD. I say, how you can have ADHD? He said, because I cannot focus. I say, I can't focus. Sometimes I can't focus because I am doing something else. Don't diagnose yourself. Oh, friends, this is very common with a friend. You are bipolar. You have ADHD. I have ADHD. Go to the proper doctor. Then you will see if you have ADHD, and don't go on the medication right away. Don't go on the medication, because few things we can resolve up to the level of 7, and I dealt few cases, it's a level 10 where the medication is completely stopped. That's like important thing, because psychiatric medication, you guys know better than the sister, and sisters also know that these medications are like a drugs. They are affecting in the same way. They are drugs actually. That's why it's important for you to take care of yourself in that way. Next, Sister Musa, I think she wants, I should talk about little attachment style. She's all the time like attachment style, because this is her favorite topic. Attachment, attachment, attachment. We have the abandonment issues. Definitely you guys have. Sometime I love her, she doesn't love me. I love him, he doesn't love me. I love so much, I give so much, but he is just giving me 5%. And she is not taking care of that. She is not even responding. Initially, she was taking care of myself 100%, but right after a few years, she changed. What happened in those marriages? What happens, all the love marriages? And I will support the love marriage, I will support the arranged marriage too. But the thing is that, what is happening? We are in a la-la land. And also, there are the attachment issues. Sometime in my childhood, I did not get that attachment from my mom and dad, and I want from somebody else. At that time, there's a lot of attachment issues are coming. There's a very famous doctor, Dr. Daniel Siegel. Daniel Amen, first I was talking about him, Daniel Siegel. He was talking about that if I will see the moms, he talks about the mom because he did study with the moms, I can tell you 65% what type of the issues their children will have. 85%. Without meeting with the children, without seeing them, they can tell it, because everything is again generation, generation, generation. And we need to take a, what I said? Break. For what? Why we should take a break? Break cycle. For our own kids. Because we will love them. I want to be a dad. I want to be a mom. Which is very fantastic, but you will know that. When you will get them, then you will know what's going on behind them. The attachment style is, you should know, the mother especially, if you have any issues with the attachment style, take care of yourself and address your issues, address your problems, address your things, and take care of yourself the way it should be. Your physical health, your mental health, go for therapy. Therapy is a luxury. You know, unfortunately, our Muslim community, they are not into that, but other than the Muslim community, 95% my patients are non-Muslims. They collect the money and they feel like that this money is safe only for the therapy. This money is safe for only this thing. And for them, it's more than important than making a new house, buying a new furniture, buying a new bag. More than that, if I can spend the 3,000, 4,000, whatever, for our kids, for ourselves. Parents are bringing their kids to me, but they are not coming by themselves. That's why we need to become strong. As a mom, as a son, as a daughter, we need to be strong ourselves. Now we are going to talk about the solutions. I talk about the problems and I also give some of the solutions. Anybody can read with me what are the solutions, because I want the participations. Anybody from this side or this side? Everybody can see that, right? Can you come and read that? Yes. Solutions. All.
So some of the solutions that we have over here, so we have mental health, we have physical health. Mike?
Oh.
I'll take this. Should I take this? So some of the solutions that Doctor has provided, so we have mental health, we have physical health, spiritual health, and social health. As well as some of the action plans, practice, planning, role models and mentors, practicing 464 breathing, practicing 313 writing, being able to listen, pause, and reflect, and not react, and you can fix your children in 2 minutes.
Yes.
And then as well as some more of the solutions are my ideal self, importance of therapy. Therapy is not a pill. Therapy is a process, and making circles for your boundaries.
These are the solutions, and definitely I'm going to explain that. And I need to know how much time I have because it needs a little elaboration. You guys want the solutions? Or you know that just by reading that? You want it? Yes, please. Yes.
Work on yourself, no matter what the problem is, deal with it the way it is, and love to come home. Communicate. Be sharing. Give the love that you can give to your kids. You will have a happy life.
Thank you very much. Wonderful. He just summarized everything within a few sentences. Thank you very much. Thank you. Because when you are coming at home with the love, talking with your kids, giving them a love, taking that love, and creating some boundaries, that's very important. When you are giving the love, you should know. One time I was talking in a talk at ICNA convention, and I said like that, you should be a friend with your kids. And after the next talk, one woman, she came to me. She said, Dr. Saima, that it's not helping me. And you said that 100% it's like a proven strategy that if you will befriend your kids, then there is no problem. I said friendship needs a lot of patience. Friendship needs a lot of give and take. If you are just giving, and all of a sudden I will ask you, can you become my friend? Can you become my friend? It's not possible. You need to know me and I need to know you. Emotional intelligence. Most of the people, they don't understand what the emotional intelligence. You should know about yourself and you should know about the other people. Whenever you talk with your kid, you should understand them. And kids should understand their parents too. They should not take, because you are giving them $100. They want 101 now. If you feel like that, give them $20, they will not take it. When you are creating that boundaries at that time, you should take care of that. Firm talk should be not like a very harsh talk and very low talk. You should be firm when you are talking. Your kids should know that's it. Don't talk to your kids when you are talking with someone on the phone. Don't talk to your kids when you are not paying attention. Take your time. I said you can fix your child within 2 minutes. And this is true. This is true. You can fix your child within 2 minutes. That's I'm telling you, it's possible. Yes, thank you. That's what I want to, like somebody should ask me how. And thank you, sister. That's why I'm saying again and again and again. Our kids, like, if I have 5 kids, if I have 6 kids, I'm a mom with my own personality. All kids have a different personality. I want to deal with my kids according to their personality. If I want to talk with my kid, I should be clear in my mind what I wanted. Before talking to your kids, you should be clear in yourself. For that 2-minute talks, you have to work for the 6 months. 6 months on yourself. What you want, what your kids' strengths, what your kids' weaknesses, and all the kids are not equal. They have the different personalities. As a human being, we have a different thumb impression. If you will see, your thumb impression is different than mine. Allah make the unique personalities. We should deal each kid the way they are, not the way we are. And most of parents, if my older son is like I raised in that way, I want to raise my second son in the same way. If I raise my daughter in that way, my second daughter is different. My second son is different. My older daughter is different. And mostly the people, they see themselves. because they are not psychologists, but you don't have to be psychologist. You are a different person. What you can do, maybe the other person that can do it. Allah discussed so many times different type of personalities. Hazrat Umar Raziyallahu Ta'ala, he has different personality. Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq Raziyallahu Ta'ala, he has a different personality. Personality, personality, personality. Take your kids as a different person. Write about them, what I was saying that, writing, practice 3, 1, 3, that's a writing. Whatever the problem, write it 3 times, again and again. Trust me, you will get the solution from that problem. You will get the solution from that problem. And then when you are talking with your kids, it's like a project. If you have 4 kids, then you have like 4 projects at home. Wife, 1 project, 4 kids, 4 projects. It means if you guys have like 4 businesses, what you are doing. If you are taking care of the 1 business, you have the pizza business. Second, you have the some shoe business. Can you do the same technology with everything? Same things with every business? You will have to make the different study. Basic is same. We are the Muslim. We cannot go beyond our whatever our limitations are. But within that limitations, we should treat every person in a different way. Make that strategy, think about that, after the thinking, then talk to them. Try to find their prime time. Don't try to yell all the time, yelling, because it's not a fact, they are not hearing. Trust me, they are not hearing. You are crying, they don't care. They don't have a sympathy at that time. Might be they will have later on they realize, but at that time they don't have a sympathy. Then don't talk at that time. Try to find that time which is the best time, prime time. When your kid is in the mood of listening. It doesn't mean like that kid, you have to see all the time the moods. You should be very firm, and also what you want from your kid, you should adopt by yourself. If your personality, if you want your kid should pray 5 times, you are not praying by yourself. If you want your kid should not watch the ABC type of movies and you are watching that movies by hiding them, that's wrong. If you are going, ask your kid goes to masjid and you don't want to go in the masjid, how they will go? You, the mentor, yourself, change yourself, and it will take 90 days. Let me tell you, if you will start deciding today, it will take 90 days to apply yourself. Become selfish for a little while and then help them. Wear your own mask first, then you can help other people. And the second thing is, this is very important. Listen, pause, reflect, and respond. Listen. What is next? Then respond. Don't react. Whatever is happening in our life, we love to react. If you will say something, I have to respond. And I'm very smart. She said that, I said that. She said that, I said that. And the guys and the girls, they are talking so much about that. I took care of her. There's no patience. You have to listen to yourself, wear your own mask, listen yourself, your body, what your body wants, what your mind wants, what you want. Pause, reflect, and respond yourself. When you are responding, then you will start feeling better. When you will start feeling that peace, how you can feel that peace? That Alhamdulillah again, we have masajid. When you are coming in the masjid in the morning time, this is the most beautiful time. The most beautiful time. So much barakah, A, B, so much concentration at that time. When, especially if I'm telling my patients about the meditations, because meditations helps a lot. There's so much research, there's so much in mindfulness. Next time we'll talk about that. But when you are in sujood, at that time, your body, your eyes, your mind, everything is like being felt, being connected. But you cannot get this thing, you need to work hard. Because Allah says, we need to work hard. Work hard. And at the moment will come when you will start connecting with yourself, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And especially if you guys can afford it, you guys should go. Take your kids for Umrah, definitely, if you can make the vacations plan, try to go in those places, come in the masjid. And this is a very beautiful place where we can feel peace. Peace, and peace. And next is the most important, I said, my ideal self. My ideal self, anybody knows what is your ideal self? Anybody can share? This is a first group where people are not talking. Otherwise, all my groups, you can go and see on the YouTube, people, they are talking so much. Because so much going on in the mind. But alhamdulillah, I think because of masjid, people are respecting this. I should not say that. But tell me, can you guys, you guys are with me up till now? Everybody? Right? Should I stop or should I continue a little bit more? Okay, I talk about the boundaries. Boundaries are very important. Make the circles. Circle number 1, circle number 2, circle number 3, circle number 4. Everybody has to make that circles. Either you have a cell phone right now, whoever is on cell phone, you can make the circle on the cell phone. It's easy. You know that? Hello? You can make the circles on the phone too. Make the circle 1, circle 2, circle 3, circle 4, and circle 5, and circle 7. Circle 1, it should be only you in that circle. That's a circle, it's me, whom I can talk everything with myself. I understand myself, what I want, what I should need in my life. And circle number 2, the people whom I can talk, like 80% I can talk to them. Circle number 3, whom I can talk 60%. Circle number 7, whom I don't like to talk. They are just nasty people. I don't like them. I hate them. You should not hate it, but I hate them. That's why when you are making the circles, keep in your imagination. I'm not making the circle there because it will take a time. Make an imagination and put the names in circle 1, circle 2, circle 3, circle 4. If somebody is saying something to you which comes in circle number 1 or circle number 2, pay the attention. Pay the attention at that time. If somebody is saying something from the circle number 7, please don't pay attention, because definitely that person is jealous. That person doesn't like, this is the beautiful shirt, this is a beautiful thing you are doing, because that person is jealous because of you. Don't pay attention. And also, they should not affect you because they want to put you down. They want to put you down. Don't listen to them. Tell yourself, I don't care. If some person is saying, touching my self-esteem, touching my self-confidence, touching my life, creating so much dissonance in my life, so much cognitive distortions. Okay, thank you. He's saying only 5 minutes left. 10, okay. Don't pay attention towards that. Do not pay attention on those people because they are killing you. They are jealous. Trust me, they are jealous because of you. And if those people are saying, you should not pay attention. But if some person, usually I told my patients in the circle 1, it's Dr. Saima and you, that's it. But definitely you don't have a Dr. Saima, you can put somebody else's name, your therapist's name, the very close buddy who is intelligent, who has the knowledge, who has sincerity with you, because sometimes the friends who are not, they don't have a wisdom, they can create a lot of problems. That's why you should take care of that. Okay, I want to be finish my today's because I want to take some questions. If you guys have some questions, sorry I take a long time because I feel like that. This is my thing. I want to give everything, whatever I have. If I have a knowledge, if I have everything, I'm very greedy about that. And I'm very greedy about creating a lot of dopamine in myself. And whatever I say today, whatever is the right thing, it's because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And whatever I say wrong, it's because of me. I ask Allah, Allah give me the reward, Allah give you guys reward. And definitely I'm very happy when Sheikh Usama said, their angels are here. It makes me so happy to come here, and when I'm feeling the angels are here in this masjid, that's why I want it, that I ask forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah accept my efforts and your efforts. Definitely you guys are here from, I see some people, they are from very far, and it's like a thank you very much, and I want to say if anybody has some questions. Thank you.
So we did receive. Do you want to? Okay.
Okay, sister is asking how we should take the breathing techniques. I said 4-6-4. Whenever you have to do something, if you like to eat something and you feel like that you don't want to eat, just do 4-6-4. 4 seconds, you have to inhale. Close your eyes, inhale, and 6 seconds, you have to hold your breath. And after 4 seconds, then you have to exhale. 4-6-4. Inhale, take take care of your breath for 6 seconds and then exhale. This is the best meditation if you will do for a long time. Initially start with the 1 minute, second day 2 minutes, third day 3 minutes, fourth day 4 minutes, and go up till 15 minutes for the 15 days. And then come back in the same way. After like 3 months, 90 days, most of the research says after the 90 days, you start feeling the change in yourself. Your self-esteem, confidence, presentation. If you have to do any presentation, just do 464 before that. If you have a social phobia, if you have anxiety of the presentation, anything like that. And this is the best technique for whenever you are feeling like a heartbeat. You are feeling like something is going to be happen, some type of danger is come, anything like that. Just do that and you will, that it's the same like a listen, pause, reflect and respond. Thank you. You understand? Anybody else? Oh, okay. Yes, please.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Thank you very much for your wonderful presentation, sister. I was watching exactly what you were saying. I have a comment that our scholars, previous scholars, they were the source of knowledge, not to Muslims, but
Yeah.
non-Muslims. Take the French regulations and laws, etc., other things as well, What I am trying to say is that the Islamic approach to problem solving is completely different than the Islamic approach. The non-Islamic, the Islamic approach. Because this is not what I say. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Quran says, وَكُلَّ شَيْءٍ أَحْصَيْنَاهُ كِتَابًا. We have included everything in Quran.
Yes.
So when we link, for example, the 9 points you already showed them on one of the slides, I can see them easily
Yes.
sorted out
Yeah.
by one verse in
Yeah.
Quran. It says, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَتَطْمَئِنُّ قُلُوبُهُم بِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ أَلَا بِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ تَطْمَئِنُّ الْقُلُوبُ. Point. That's it. So if you link, these verses, unfortunately, the non-Muslim scholars of current generations, they have studied,
Yes.
and most of them, they became Muslims because they saw the power of Islam and the power of the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Allah says something, means that's it.
Yes.
We cannot, discuss or debate about it. So I am sure we need scholars, I am sure you already did that, but we need Muslim scholars who are, going into this field
Inshallah.
link
Inshallah,
all
yes.
our problems with certain verses of Quran and a hadith of the Prophet, peace be upon him.
Thank you very much.
There is a solution, detailed solution, not general solution for every problem of society, Muslims and non-Muslims.
Thank you very much. He's completely, absolutely right, and he'll give the best commentary. That's definitely whatever is written here. All the time, I never ever try to say anything which is not in Quran. And that's my belief. Whatever is in the Quran, it's a right. That's it. There's no second opinion after that. All these things, whatever I did here, that Quran talks about that in the different verses. Definitely he talks, Allah loves it. Allah gives us like how we can get the peace, connectivity. The meditation I'm talking, when we pray, if we will go with the praying style, there's a lot of research on that a praying style are giving our body, our mental health, physical health, and the spiritual health. And spirituality is the most important thing in our religion and in psychology. Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he was the best, only the best psychologist. And why Quran revealed in so many years? Why Quran? It's very easy for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reveal that Quran within a second. Jibreel alayhi salam was the messenger. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he was like a messenger, but Allah took a time. Allah took a time for so many years to reveal the Quran because Allah knows our psychology. Allah is the best, the best. And Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam the best. And they know our psychology. And what the brother is saying, that's why I want it. All the time, try to sit with the older people. You're older than you. Whatever, you have the knowledge. I'm not like disagree with that. You guys have a knowledge. They have a wisdom with the knowledge. And whatever I learned, I can say I did have so many degrees, but whatever I learned from my elders, I learned from my colleagues, I learned, if I'm sitting in the plane, I will just start talking. And I feel like that, what I have to take from this person. Whenever I come here in this masjid or somewhere else, I will all the time put my mind outside, I listen. I don't feel like that I know anything because I should open what the other people they are talking because people are the books. Here, more than 100 books are sitting, right? We should learn from each other. And the most important thing, we should understand what Quran says. We should understand what Quran says. Every education should come under the Quran. Unfortunately, we are bringing the Quran on the side. Yes, alhamdulillah, you guys are taking care of a lot. I'm not talking about you guys, but mostly we are taking Quranic education. The kid who is not studying, he should go for the hifz. The kids who is doing this, and if you have exam, if you have so many things that you don't have to go to the masjid, just focus on your education. You should be a doctor, you should be an engineer, you should be this. But this Quran, because our kids, they don't understand the Quran. And thank you very much for that. Any question? Yes. What did you say? Okay.
Okay, so a person is asking, my friend is in a relationship, but she says that she hates him but can't leave him. What is your suggestion?
You understand what the question is? What is the question? Anybody can tell me from this side? That's what she's saying. There's also a very famous book about that. I don't like him, but please don't leave me. I hate you, but don't leave me. You understand what the question is? That it's a very beautiful, by the way, this is a very beautiful question. And thank you very much for asking, because there are issues going on in our, especially kids. They have like, initially everything is buddy-buddy, the butterflies, and one day inshallah I will get a chance and I will talk in detail about the butterflies. About the feeling of like being loved, feeling of missing him, feeling of missing her, feeling of this and feeling, we will talk about that. But the problem sister is talking, I'm not saying you should diagnose with a borderline personality disorder. Don't diagnose with that because you guys can't. But it's a kind of symptoms when the girls and the men definitely, they have the borderline personality disorder in that they are very intense emotions. Very intense emotions, they are not willing to sacrifice anything. They are fighting and fighting and fighting. And after that, they want to have like a love. They want to be like take that man back, that girl back. There are so many fightings. If there are so many fightings in your relationship, this is a red flag. Before your marriage, even because guys love to talk with the girls and girls love to talk, there's no any concept of the arranged marriages at all in this era, which is one of my patients, and it was very amazed. She came to me and she is studying in, mashallah, very good Ivy League university, in Howard University. And she told me that, Dr. Saima, I don't want to go in the relationship. I say, why? She said, it's a wastage of time. I don't want to be like in all the turmoils. My parents, they know better me and they can find some good person for me too. And she just like, she said, she got married and she has a nice person in her life, because it's so much need to understand a person. How you can understand, oh, he likes it because he likes the football. He likes because he likes this. I liked it. Trust me, 99% of the people I'm asking, the people, they are coming, young generation to me. And they are 95%, they are the non-Muslim, I told you before. And when I'm working with the ICNA and ICPC, then all the Muslims, when I'm asking them why you chose him, why you want to get married with him, the one answer, he plays, he likes, he's funny. Come on, that. Who can stay funny for all the life? Nobody can. It's impossible. Funny. Fun is your inner side. It should be your inner side. It can't be like, and how you are going to develop frontal lobe in 40 years. How can you make a decision? Brothers and sisters, it's not possible. It's not possible that you can make decision that because I have these commonalities. Nobody told me ever that I have like a depth and he has a depth. We talk about this book, we talk about this scholar, we talk about this, and we talk about this. Oh, he'll want to be a good Muslim, I want to be a good Muslim, we will do this, we will take this, we will go this, we will do. These are all our things. These are the red flags. Go with the depth, because when you have all the chit-chat, bills, kids, and then the fun is gone. Trust me, I want to stand for that. Right after getting married, getting engaged, get every practically come on your head, and then fun is gone, love is gone, you don't care of me. He changed. I don't feel that butterflies anymore, Dr. Saima. About this guy, I can't handle it. I can't handle this woman, I really hate. One time a couple came to me and they said, they were doctors, and they said, the guy said, convince me I can keep my wife. I say, I'm sorry, I can't convince you because it's not possible. You have to convince by yourself. And I can't because this is not my job. The problem is that the la-la land, the love land, the butterfly land, it's very temporary. It creates dopamine. There's no any of the research is saying, but temporary. The long term is a relationship. I am asking you, I'm not against of the love marriages, but take your parents' help too. Your elders, there are so many beautiful people like sitting here, and whatever, they have the knowledge, they have the experience. You guys don't have experience. When you want to get married, talk to me. I will tell you which type of girls you needed, because you don't know about your personality, right? First you need yourself, and then these are the red flags that I hate him, but I don't want to leave him. This is a red flag. Thank you. Any other questions?
Yeah, there are a few. So my teenager has very intense emotions. How can I deal with it?
My teens have very intense emotions. How I should deal with that? Okay, teens can tell me that. You guys have intense emotions? You don't have an intense emotion? It means there are no teens here. Any teens are here? Any intense emotions? Okay, because some kids, they have so much intense emotions, and parents, they don't understand how to deal with them. This is a very like a genuine question, and I like this question a lot, because most of the time people are asking me, can you give a class to my younger kids? I said, let me talk to parents first, because parents, they should know that how to take care of the intense emotions. There are the three states of mind. Everybody navigate between three states of mind: emotional, wise mind, and intellectual mind. Emotional mind, I am going to ask you the question, sisters. This is a test. This is not like I'm not going to take a test. Three states of mind: emotional mind, wise mind, and third is intellectual mind. Can anybody say the three states of mind? Yes, one is emotional mind. You guys to tell? One is intellectual mind, and third is the best mind is the wise mind. Emotional mind is all the time taking emotion. For example, my daughter wants to buy this car. I don't have this much money. Let me take a credit card. Let me do this because I want to make her happy. And trust me, kids are happy only for a moment. When they will get a car, when they will get a license, then they are gone. And then when they are saying like that, give me this, whenever you are making any decision, you should use the wise mind. With the balance between intellectual mind is only talking about the data. That's why you should come in between that. Use wise mind, where there should be emotions as well as intellectual. If you want to deal with the emotional kids at that time, you should try to use the wise mind. And it's all of details to talk about that. Maybe next time we will talk only about how to deal with the emotional kids. Any other question? Everybody understand that? Yes. Okay, because this is the most difficult thing, especially in our culture, healthy boundaries. We don't know what are the boundaries, even parents, with our siblings, with our friends, with ourselves, even we don't know how to create boundaries within our own self. First of all, we should create the boundaries within ourselves. Tip number one, write it, think about yourself, your emotional health, your emotional intelligence, what you want. Create a boundary whenever any thoughts are coming in yourself, when you feel like that, I don't like it, I will like it. Then create a boundaries within yourself, because again, wear your own mask. First, you should know how to create boundaries within yourself, and then you are able to create the boundaries with the other people. Number one, you should talk, you should take care of their emotional needs. That's the most important thing. What other people want it. And then tell your needs, because if you will start telling your needs first, definitely other people will not listen to you. Create that. What you ideally want from the other people, you should do with yourself. Think about yourself. What are my spiritual needs? What are my physical needs? We don't know what are our spiritual needs. We are doing so much bad stuff which we don't know, which is also creating a lot of problem for us, which is affecting our frontal lobe, which is affecting our amygdala part, decision power. That's why we should know what part is good for me, what drug is good for me, what part is good for me, what thing is good for me, and what is not good for me. That's the boundaries for within my inner self. And after that, create that atmosphere that other people get pleased and you should get pleased. If you are taking care of those people around you, definitely you know how to create the boundaries between you and them. Because firstly, you should take care of yourself. You should be proved that you can take care of yourself. If I am worried about you, that you don't know how to create on your boundary, then I will try to invade your boundaries. As a parent, as a friend, as a sibling, then I will try, because I feel like that you are in a danger zone. There is a very popular study. Let me talk a little bit about that. Sorry, I'm taking so much time because I'm feeling very greedy to again create more dopamine in myself. There's a very famous study of SM studies. That there's a woman who has calcification in his mind, the amygdala part of that. And she cannot understand when the danger is coming. And the kids, especially kids at that stage, they don't know when the danger is coming. And whenever there's a firing, now she's 56 years old, that woman, and firing is happening, she did not understand the firing. The snake was there, and she did not feel that, because I need that part of my mind who can see this, because there was so much calcification in his mind. The kids, they don't know what are their boundaries, because their frontal lobe is not developed. They cannot see what the danger is coming. Parents, because I'm not saying I'm saying parents, they can be your mentor, they can be your friends, and sometimes people, their amygdala part is developed more. Then we say they are talented and gifted kids or blah, blah, whatever we can say. That's why important, create boundaries in inner yourself, and after that expect from the other people. And also you should know what is the danger zone. If you understand what is the danger zone, definitely you can take care of yourself, definitely you can create the boundaries. Hopefully you understand that what I'm saying. Okay. Any question regarding that? I will talk so many studies because every time. Yes, please. Oh, 313. That you have to write 3 days. 3 days, write the same thing. Day 1, day 2, write again. Day 3, write again. Third day, write the summary of that. What did you write? Read it and write it again. Again, do the 3 days. After the 7th day, you will be able to make the decision. Before making any decision, please do this technique, and if it will not work, tell me, Dr. Saima, it's not working. I'm here, you can find me around, and tell me, I don't feel like that this is working. Don't use it the next time, but I will use this next time in my next slides, because if you will do it, you will get a lot of benefit. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really love this. And again, I'm expecting from you guys, if you guys can, because somebody told me I should not ask for the prayers, but if you can pray for me, it's really because I want Sadka Jariya for myself. And if I will be not in this world, then definitely you guys can say she told us, and Allah give me a barakah in my life, and after this life, and when the day of that day come when I'm leaving this world, I want a lot of people should pray for me. And I'm expecting from you guys, whatever I did with my heart, my soul. I studied a lot, I work on that, and I'm trying to give the best whatever I have, because this is me, and I want duas from you people, if you can. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
I feel like 1 hour isn't enough.
It's not, but
And guys, I am proud of you. I am proud of you guys.
Hopefully we can do more things. Inshallah. Yeah.
Definitely. And one thing we can have like a lot of studies, we can work on that, we can have like groups. I love this generation because you are my asset. You are my gift. Right?
Yeah. It's good because like a lot of people don't know about this, and when you do stuff classes like this, offer these type of classes, people will come to them. Not only are they getting closer to the masjid, they're like learning more about. So it's a dual benefit.
And they don't know, like you're mentioning so many things that's related to so many people, and they don't know that until you mention it. They're like, oh, that's
It's really. Yeah, it's really good.
For a long time, Sheikh